right, folks, I want to jump in here again. This is Dorian Carter. Here's another heavy subject. I try not to put too many of these heavy subjects on you, but yeah, it just requires a little deeper understanding of commercial real estate. I think is important. But here's what I do know. When we talk about these topics, it's stuff you already kind of know. You just need to understand it. I tried to make the terms a little bit simpler. So now I want to talk about the economic trends that affect commercial real estate. It's important. I mean, it's so important around the investment part of it. It saves you, especially when you're in your first few years of investing in commercial real estate. You need to know these things because it'll, for the rest of your investment career and really business, it'll help you understand a lot. So here's the first thing that impacts it. Understanding this is like weather conditions in a game, right? These things affect how the game is played, right? So overall economic health. Imagine the economy as a weather forecast, right? When the economy is doing well, it's sunny, it's beautiful. We want to go to the beach. We enjoy it all when things are going well. Business tend to thrive too. There's increased demand for commercial real estate, and so that's how it's related. When there's economic downturn, there's stormy weather. Businesses struggle, leading to decrease in demand. If you're like me, I like sunny and I like rain. I'm good with both. I'm not down when it starts raining. And guess what? In real estate, also investing, I'm not down because that spells opportunity. But just understand who you are so you understand commercial real estate, right? Next is determining factors is job growth and employment rates. It's just a fact. When companies are hiring, everybody's exciting, everything's growing. And when there are layoffs occurring, you have to understand what those mean and for what industry, especially in the properties that you acquire related to the industries that are growing or declining. For one example, supply chain. If the economy is slowing down, people not buying goods as much, guess what? You're going to need less warehousing because you don't need as much storage. So you got to understand how those things relate to job growth and who's laying off and who's hiring. Customer spending, you hear it all. I mean, if you're a news watcher, which I'm really not, I'm more of a business news watcher, but that's how they stoke panic, right? Talking about customer spending is down for Christmas a certain percentage, but guess what? It is at least important in the retail game for sure, because if companies say that nobody came in their door for Christmas or it's down 25%, oh, you best believe that's going to affect the economy, and it's going to affect whether or not people need real estate. As you notice, people start closing stores shortly after that. So understand that. Interest rates, we talked about it over and over again. Interest rates, it's like the temperature in the climate, So when rates are low, then people are buying, they're going out. Things are cheaper. Businesses are out, able to borrow money and expand spaces. Everything is growing. So you got to know how that impacts the commercial real estate world, right? Inflation, cost of living. We just came out of inflation. And as you know, this day in December 2023, that the cost of living is high, whether it's real estate, whether it's consumer goods, groceries for sure. Man, how has that changed in the past few years? So all of those things impact real estate. And so if prices rise too quickly, so inflation, it went up. So you have the Federal Reserve decided to drop interest rates at least not to raise interest rates and remain stable, right? That's an impact. You're able to afford more. But that affects how businesses operate and their operational costs to stay in business and continue to grow. So that's important. Inflation absolutely is. Global economic factors, trends, as you know. As you know, commercial real estate is impacted here in the U.S. by what's happening all around the globe. It is, trade agreements, international trade agreements, things that's going on with us as it concerns China. Things can happen there, or something can be restricted. All of those things can cause problems in commercial real estate. So understand it has ripple effects to local businesses and consequently the demand of commercial real estate. It's ripple down. It goes downhill, as we heard the term word, so I won't go too far into that, what that means. But, things tend to, what happens at one point in the supply chain or business, it starts to cripple down, and real estate is kind of on the bottom. So when companies fail or companies run into problems, they start to close the stores that is not performing as well as the others. And you see that now. Technological advances. We all heard it. It's AI, baby. So AI is causing all types of impact around commercial real estate. Please believe another one is, banks. Banks are being very automated now, and what you'll see with all the online banking being done and all the pay systems and that type of thing, they don't need as many branches. They're closing. I think it was yesterday, Truist Bank announced more branches was closing. So please understand, technology, AI is going to have continued impact on commercial real estate because you need less retail stores, and people are just not going in the stores like they used to for the goods. You can order it online. You got Amazon. But here's where the benefit has happened is you now need more tech hubs and data centers, right? So now we got to store all of this information and data we have out there. We got to find a place to store all of this information. So data centers become an opportunity. It's that specialty category, and it's an opportunity for you to invest in commercial real estate in that category. And demographic shifts, of course, changes in population. The fact is people are moving from up north down south. And so things change. There are more opportunities for growth in the South as it concerns commercial real estate because people are moving south. People are moving out of California to Arizona. And so you see those shifts, and that's what happened. The demographic shifts, changes in population, is, if we going to use the analogy again about the game, it's fans. When you're doing good, when an area is doing good, then everybody wants to be there. It's hugely popular. Everybody is going there. But when it's doing bad, of course, the fans have a shift in the game, right? They don't support the same area, so they move out of it. That's a demographic shift. So as population grows, a shift, types of businesses and services needed in an area change, impacting the demand for different commercial spaces. Last but not least, we never leave out the government. The government policies and incentives have impacts on commercial real estate. Airbnb is one. You see it in Airbnb where municipalities are creating certain rules around it. But government policies are like rule changes in the game. Policies that support business growth, tax incentives, encourage development can positively impact the commercial real estate market. So if we're talking football, you see how they're protecting in the NFL, protecting the quarterback. Changed everything, right? Can't even touch the quarterback now. And so that's how it works in real estate. The rules change, and there are certain limits, sometimes benefiting one side and causing a problem for the other side. So in summary, economic trends act as atmospheric conditions affecting the game of commercial real estate. You got to understand these trends because it helps investors, property owners, and businesses make the right decisions. Those strategic decisions that are so important in investing. So I look forward to talking with you on this next and imparting the things that I've learned over the years. So, man, you all have a great day, and let's talk soon.